www.thegreatwhitebrotherhood.org.
Men in Black. We are quite happy to discuss the topic of men in black, because they were, at one time, used frequently, in an attempt to quell revelations about the alien presence on Earth. Since the topic of aliens has become virtually a household topic, they serve very little purpose now. Men in black were, and are, an invention of black magicians, who used their skill to draw demonic forces from the lower fourth dimension and endow them with a form of physicality. This physicality was short-lived, however, before the power faded, and these demonic forces were compelled to return to their home, the lower fourth dimension. Very few magicians have the skill to produce these creatures, and, with time, as these magicians are now aging, their skill is fading, which means that there are fewer men in black available to scare people. We will not describe the technique used to create a body, nor the vehicles used. We are prepared to say that both the bodies of the men in black, and the vehicles, are actually physical for a while, but it takes a great deal of effort and power by the magician to produce them, and greatly weakens the magician, which promotes illness, and early death of the magicians concerned. Thus, there are fewer and fewer able and willing to create them. The men in black are based on the concept of Hat Man. They were first produced in the 1950s, for another purpose, that has nothing to do with aliens. They were created to stifle a subject that we do not wish to discuss, as it is no longer relevant to modern history. But, that is the reason that both the men in black, and their vehicles, look old-fashioned. The blueprint was constructed in the 1950s, and has remained unchanged to this day. We wish to impress on you that, although the men in black, and their vehicles are real, solid objects, their lifespan, if we can thus describe it, lasts only for minutes, a half hour at the most, and then, both the men in black, and the vehicle used, returns to the etheric world, for they were constructed from etheric material. The demon animating the body of the man in black, returns to the lower fourth dimension. The demons used, are a form of jinn. These are quite low-power demons, and the skilled black magician is easily able to summon them, and make them bend to the will of the magician. The negative aspect, as far as the magician is concerned, is that they, the jinn, are not very intelligent. They can be programmed to say certain phrases, to give warnings, but they can easily become confused if the victim being warned does not become frightened, and speaks to them in a strange fashion, that these jinn do not understand. For instance, if the victim realizes that these men in black are not very convincing, and starts to tell them a joke, talk about the weather or a TV program, the jinn, dressed as a man in black, would become confused, and would, in all probability, withdraw, return to the vehicle, and both the vehicle and the men in black, will just disappear. It should be noted, that the magician is overseeing the event by astral projection, but, has little power to direct the conversation. Thus, should anyone see a man in black, and should the person be approached by them, the way to get rid of them, is not to be frightened, but to confuse them, by telling a joke, or discussing a football match. Anything, in fact, but allowing them to deliver their pre-programmed warning, to stop investigating whatever subject that has attracted the attention of the SSP, secret space program, who, generally, are behind men in black attacks. We will, as a last thing, say that some Secret Service people have recently been co-opted, to imitate men in black. These people only vaguely resemble men in black, and almost certainly would arrive in a modern vehicle. Whilst actually being human, and thus potentially more dangerous, their attempt to imitate a man in black, is rather pathetic. But, as we said, for various reasons, attacks by men in black, are increasingly rare. In fact, the knowledge concerning an alien presence on Earth, is so well known now, that it is pointless in trying to keep it a secret, any longer.
Thank you for watching this video lesson. Please visit www.thegreatwhitebrotherhood.org for more lessons and free downloadable books.